Hi everyone. First of all, I'm really happy to see the Cosmos community in Paris, which is my city, as you can guess. So today we are going to talk about value creation and how to create an ecosystem with value creators. And I have a first question for you. According to you, how would you define a cosmonaut? So I'm not talking about the real cosmonaut, of course, but about the cosmonaut of Cosmos community. And we have been in Cosmos community since 2018, and recently we asked ourselves this question: how can we really define this community? So we could say that being a cosmonaut is you are all cosmonauts at some point because you are participating to Cosmos events. We could say that people that own one of a coin of a app chain or protocol of Cosmos ecosystem could be a cosmonaut. But is it actually true when you take example of people using Cosmos SDK, and is someone who is buying like Atom on a centralized exchange really engaging with the community? So the really interesting definition we found was actually one that was quoted on the very first version of Cosmos website. And it was: like a space program, becoming a cosmonaut means that you are not only at the forefront of the blockchain space race, but you are pushing the boundaries into deep space exploration itself. So really like esoteric definition, I really like it. But at Loom, we decided to follow this definition that cosmonauts of Cosmos community create value for the community and get value back for their contribution. And actually, I think at Loom we are all cosmonauts. We have built a layer 1 protocol that is built to foster trust and engagement between consumer and brands. So we produce open source tools for rating and reviews, for loyalty, for acquisition. We have been working on this field since 2016. First, we were developing on Ethereum. We migrated to Cosmos in 2018. We launched our mainnet in December 2021. And we decided to have a huge focus on the UX to really pursue this mission of mainstream adoption. And now we have redefined our mission, and our mission is that everyone, every consumer, could become actually a cosmonaut. So we will do it step by step, okay? I think it's one of the first Cosmos conferences. We started to organize conferences in Lisbon, Prague, and we will be in Medellin. But what we decided to do is really to tackle real-life business, which is called Skippers. The name is not really famous, but they have brands in 40 countries, and they are known as verified reviews. So their business is to collect independently rating and reviews after a purchase, so to check that is a real consumer that made a purchase, and to collect them independently. Because if the brand asks you directly for your review or your rating, there is a bias that they will not publish it and so on, so they are a trusted third party. And to emphasize the trust that people can put in the network, they decided to partner with us. But we saw there an opportunity to actually push this mainstream adoption. So yes, and I talk about mainstream adoption because this is a group that is currently developing in 45 countries. They collect 30 million reviews every year. That corresponds to 700 million emails sent to users every year. And they work with more than 7,000 brands. And what they needed to do is to emphasize the trust, because currently people can say, okay, they collect a review, but maybe they will delete it at the end. So we have a whole process on the Explorer to show that no review is deleted. We want to increase the return rate, because if you think when was the last time you put a review online, most of the time we notice that people, they put a review and they are really satisfied or really dissatisfied, but in the middle you don't have any nuance, so sometimes you don't have the quality. And talking about the quality, most of the reviews are really short, like yes, the product was good, or yes, bad, and you don't have any insight. So what we did is that we decided to create a program based on the Loom token to increase the quality of the review by incentivizing them in a really transparent way. Currently, you can check on the Loom Explorer that for every review, you can see the exact number of Loom that is attributed to the review. And even if the review is 1 star or 5 star, this rating doesn't count in the review attribution, only the quality matters. Why we do that and why the brands want to get all this content, it's to build community. So you will see the loop at some point. It's to build a community because when you gather insights of your community, of your consumer who are evolving all the time, you can adapt your communication strategy, your marketing, and co-create the values of your brands. So we have been working on this field for more than 6 years now, building this experience of gathering insights and developing communities. And now the time has come that we decided to give back also to the Cosmos community all of this insight that we have been developing. We would like to pursue this mainstream adoption, not only giving Loom token, but giving access to all the tokens that make sense in the Cosmos ecosystem. And when I say make sense, is that all the project, protocol, people that are building values, that are contributing to this Interchain community. And what we want to do is to bring non-crypto people, mainstream user like the average consumer, but also to develop all those definition of values to also develop Cosmos community around other crypto communities. I will not develop that because I think you are all convinced about that, but Cosmos is one of the best crypto community in terms of tech, in terms of people, in terms of vision, and we are currently backed by the Interchain Foundation. We discussed the program and the tools, because we are building tools for the community, for mainstream user and crypto people. So I already said that because I was too excited to talk about the community. When we started in 2018, it was funny actually because the Cosmos community didn't really exist, I can say. It started really small, and there was no IBC, no osmosis at this time. And I believe that this community has been developed in a great way because of the philosophy and this notion of Internet of Blockchain and interoperability, which is, to my opinion and to all the Loom team, the core philosophy of blockchain itself. So what I would like is to not having one team working with the Interchain Foundation, but really pursue this mission with all the protocols, all people that want to have an impact on the Cosmos value definition and contribute to this development of tools that we will make accessible for the public. So there is a link to a really short type form. We are starting this work currently, and we will announce everything we have built together with all Cosmos protocols in Medellin. So happy to start the discussion with you from there. And I try to remain really short because I know we have a tight schedule. So thank you everyone, and so glad to see Cosmos community in Paris and cosmonauts like you. Thank you.
Now, yeah, thank you, Sarah. We are actually very well in time. So are there any questions for Sarah?
Thank you very much for this presentation. We are validator of Loom. We validate Loom network, and we also think that this is a beautiful and nice idea. And how we can, what is the main steps that you think is better to do now? Like we want to contribute with something important that will help to develop the network and the community. If you can tell which steps are the most important for now on this stage of development, we will glad to contribute with the most important.
Yeah, really good question. Actually, this is everything we are building right now. So we are creating a group of people to discuss those subjects, because we really want to build those tools as community tools. So if you wanna fulfill the type form, and then from them we are creating Notion, group of working groups and so on to start discussing that. We are quite advanced in the definition, and now what we really want to do is to define the values and all the players that will be involved also.
Another question? Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.